So after that crazy outburst of violence yesterday at the Oscars, it seems that Will Smith has finally apologized to Chris Rock. That's after partying and going crazy after winning the award. So let's have a look. And like I said, I don't really know what to think of it. I think that I kind of like what he did in a way because I don't know, I just kind of like it, to be honest. But also I like Chris Rock. I love that show. What was the name of the show that he was in? Everybody Hates Chris. That's an amazing show. That's one of my favorite shows ever, man. That's a really nice show. Very funny and all that. And I love Will Smith, obviously. I love Will Smith. Bad Boys, Bad Boys. What you gonna do? And all these other films. So I love Will Smith. I love Chris Rock. Um, yeah, okay, so let's have a look at the article. So actor Will Smith has apologized to Chris Rock for hitting the comedian during the live broadcast of the glitzy Oscars ceremony in Hollywood. So I would like to apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I'm embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. Uh, Will Smith wrote that on Instagram Monday night. Remember, he went on stage after he got his award, and he was very emotional, and he apologized to the Academy, to his co-hosts or whatever. But he didn't apologize to Chris Rock. And by the way, where did Chris Rock go? I didn't see him for the rest of the show. Like, did he show up again? Did he bounce? I don't know. Smith strode on stage and struck Rock in the face after the comedian made a joke. So this is what happened. In case you're living under a rock and you haven't heard about this yet. So Chris Rock is on stage doing a little presentation, joking, like doing his stand-up comedy stuff, and picking people out of the crowd and kind of joking about them a little bit. So he saw um, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will's wife, and she had her head shaven because she suffers from a condition called alopecia or something like that, where your hair falls out. Or so anyway, she shaved her hair. So he made a little joke. It wasn't that offensive. It wasn't like that bad. So he said like, oh, can't wait to see you in the next G.I. Jane movie. And G.I. Jane is a movie from the 90s. I'd never heard about this. It's from the 90s, where some woman with her head shaved is like doing these action stuff and like this kind of Rambo stuff, like killing people, doing all that. So he said, I can't wait to see you in that movie, referring to her head. And she didn't like it. You could see her kind of roll her eyes. She wasn't happy with the joke. And Will Smith was laughing his head off. He was having a good time. And he must have looked at her and be like, oh man, she didn't like that. So he got up on stage. He walked up to Chris Rock and bang, just smacked him right in the face. And I sat back down. And up until that moment, I was like, is this part of the act? Is this like an act? Is this part of the show? And most people thought that. But then Will Smith sat down and he started shouting at Chris Rock to not talk about his wife. And you could see that Chris Brown, or that's Chris Brown. Will Smith was angry. He was really angry. He was visibly angry. And then you could see that Chris Rock was also like caught off guard. Like he was like, he held his composure. He maintained his composure, and that's really amazing that Chris Rock was able to do that, to maintain his composure and keep the show going. But he was also kind of caught off balance. And he was a little bit kind of confused, but all in all, he kept his composure, which is very professional of him to do. And Will was, like I said, angry, and he's kind of all over the place. He had a bit of a meltdown. Like he was one moment he's laughing, the other moment he's going on stage slapping the presenter. Then he sits down, starts shouting profanities at him, and then 10 minutes later he's on stage, getting his award, and he's crying and emotional and all over the place. And I want to be a vessel of love, and I was sent by God, and all these kind of over the top stuff that he went into. So anyway, party like the award show is over. Will Smith goes to party. He's out there with his family. He has his award in his hand. He's dancing to his own music, like "On a Party in Miami" and all these other songs all these other hits that he had. And yeah, he's partying and all that. And yeah, he seemed to be living his life. Chris Rock is not bringing charges, which is a good thing as well. I don't think he deserves any charges. But anyway, he apologized to him. Good thing. I hope they get along. I'm sure they're gonna get along. They both seem like amazing, nice people, not people who hold grudges and stuff like that. And guys fight sometimes. Guys can fight. They can punch each other. They can physically assault each other. And then an hour later, they're on good terms again. They're friends again. It's not like with women. I feel like when they fight with each other, it's like that grudge always stays. Like they never go back to normal, which is weird because when you're dealing with people a lot, It's inevitable that you're gonna have clashes and fights and stuff like that. It's only normal, unless it's like kind of a weird relationship where you're not really that close. But if you're close to somebody, whether it's your friend or brother or whoever it is, you're gonna have fights, you're gonna have disagreements. It can even turn physical sometimes, but then, an hour later, a day later, you're friends again. So I'm sure that's gonna happen with them because they're cool guys, they're amazing people, and they brought us a lot of entertainment, and I'd like to see that going. So anyway, Will Smith went on Twitter, apologized for what he did, and yeah, I'd like to see a picture of them together though, like just kind of like hanging out again as friends. So guys, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much.